Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2025-2026 post-race press conference for the AMA-FIM North America Arenacross Championship Round 2 from Boise, Idaho. We have our AX Pro Top 3, third overall, Robbie Wageman, second overall, Ryan Bree, and your overall winner, Austin Politelli. Gentlemen, congratulations. I'll start with you, Robbie, coming off that second main event win. We talked a little bit in the post-race interview, maybe feeling like there was some unfinished business here in Boise from last year. How did you feel about your performance overall here tonight in both main 1 and 2?
Yeah, I felt pretty spunky all day from the first practice. Felt really good. I always love coming here, love Idaho. Got a lot of family here, so it's nice to visit. Yeah, first main, I got off to a pretty good start, and then I just made a silly mistake and crashed. Just came through the pack and knew I had some good speed, so I knew I needed to put my head down for the second one and execute that start, and did just that, and just put my head down and tried to ride my race. And yeah, honestly, the second main couldn't have gone any better, really, so I'm super happy with that.
Now, in main 1, you went down there in that second turn, a couple of riders getting tangled up with you. How did you feel like your speed was as far as cutting through the pack goes? We talked about it's obviously you've got the speed when you get the start, but the ability to move through the pack, did you feel like you were able to do that well today?
Yeah, I felt like I was able to do that real well. I kind of got a little bit lucky with Austin was right behind me when I got back up, and he got by me, and I kind of just tucked in behind him, and I think majority of the people thought I was in second, so that kind of helped. But yeah, I managed to come back up to 5th, so super happy with that. I'm just happy with the whole program right now. With being hurt all this last year and coming back now, I'm feeling strong and got a really, really good crew behind me. And my dad's been a big help lately with helping me out building my bikes and drove my bikes up here and stuff. So yeah, it takes a team, and I got a good one.
Now, you've been traveling around the world doing the World Supercross. You jumped back on the blue bike for Arenacross, but a limited amount of time before round 2. Do you feel like there's still some room to find more comfort on the machine, maybe even some more speed headed into 2026?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as far as my Yamaha right now, that thing's bone stock. I just got a slip-on FMF on there and some ODI bars and Dunlop tires, and that's it. So I'd like to put some engine mounts on it and test some different things. So. But I'm really happy with the Yamaha. Coming off the Suzuki and getting back on my Yamaha felt right at home. I've been on Yamaha my whole life, so it wasn't a hard jump back to that thing, and I'm just happy to be back on it, to say the least.
Well, it was impressive to watch you do what you do. Last question for you. What's your favorite flavor of Heartbeat hot sauce?
Oh, I don't know. It's the green one, whatever flavor that is, dude. Yeah, dill pickle.
There it is. All right,
good.
Robbie.
Good on your eggs.
Congratulations on your third overall. I'm going to head over to the far side, Ryan Bree. Ryan, this is obviously a local race for you. Pretty wild ride there in that first main event, but you were able to kind of turn things around. Before we get to the details, just an overall reaction to your night here tonight.
Yeah, it was a salvageable. You know, that was definitely a cluster right there, and hate to see it, but at the end of the day, I've got 2 feet under me, and that's like the main focus for myself. That last year was pretty wild. So when you got 2 feet under you for the whole season and coming into the season like that strong, yeah, it's a big turnaround.
Now, I saw in main 2, it looked like you and your teammate both lining up in the identical gate picks. Were you talking any bit about that first turn, the left-hand first turn headed into the whoops? Seems like you guys maybe checked up just a little bit more in main 2. Were you trying to maybe estimate or predict that the pack was going to push wide in that second main?
Yeah, I just kind of had to solve a little situation right there. I kind of learned from the first one that you can't really push out wide to the outside right there because you'll have someone stopping you. So just tried to kind of close it. And then, yeah, I'd seen Robbie there on the outside, and I could have kind of pulled the same maneuver that I got pulled on. But, you know, I'm like, let's just keep it going. I want to make sure that I'm on 2 wheels too. So yeah, good ride by him, and yeah, man, we were just kind of keep on going. It was kind of crappy to see all the lappers like that kind of get in the mix, and it kind of scared us both. And then halfway through the laps there, a bike had stalled, and I grabbed his rear tire, and that stalled me up a little bit. So yeah, just it was kind of like just something that I just needed to salvage and just kind of be good with that on the night. And that's just kind of where it was. I knew at the beginning, like I was like, all right, we can do this. We're latching on pretty good, and Robbie was riding really well as well, but kind of had really some good whoop speed. And then, man, the whoops are starting to get like a little edgy on the outside, or the middle to the outside. And we had seen we're starting to get into some lappers. So lappers were starting to kind of move a little left and right. So yeah, I just kind of try to play it smart, man.
Now, one of the things you talked on your post-race interview, going to go back, look at some film. When you say something like that, are you going back and watching you specifically? Do you feel like there's, whether it's body positioning, bike setup, or the things that you're looking to correct in your own riding, or just trying to help kind of understand your competition more?
No, I got to focus on myself. It's fully focused on myself, and we know what to do. You know, we've been in the same position like this, and we know how to win. Just kind of make sure that I put myself up there, and yeah, just want to focus on mostly just myself and see how the track goes, right? How it deteriorates, and at the end of the night, where you can see like if it's jumping the whoops or blitzing the whoops, or if you need to go left and right, and do a little cut down stuff too. So I think there's just a little bit more that we can catch on to where we can kind of hug the corners a little bit more inside and not get caught up in the fluff, because sometimes there's that fluff right there, so you get a little stuck. But yeah, it's pretty. I'm kind of stoked, man. I'm like ready to get back in my home bed and just relax and do a little spa. Just good treatment, and just study some film, just study my body up a little bit, and hit the bio performance recovery and just kind of relax, man.
Well, you've certainly earned it. Congratulations on second place tonight. And last but certainly not least, Austin Politelli getting the job done and grabbing that overall win. Man, it's kind of been the monkey on the back for a little bit. How good does it feel to just get this thing done, and talk about your night overall?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I felt good all day. A little tired. I think just jet lag's hitting a little bit, but no, I had fun. Track was really tight. Lappers were sketchy, but other than that, great day.
Now, one of the big things you talked about coming into this season was the new team behind you, obviously the MCR crew. Very serious, you guys. I could see you going to work between sessions. Were you doing a lot of changing between qualifying sessions, because you looked extremely comfortable almost right from that first lap?
No, not really. I think changed my sag, but other than that, been kind of riding everything the same since World Supercross, and I'm not too serious of a guy, so I like to have fun, and it seems like the more I mess around, the better I do, so yeah, it was good.
Now, without question, one of your strongest sections tonight was the whoops. Was there something that you felt like you were doing different, or was it just your commitment? What was separating you from the rest of the field in the whoop section?
I mean, maybe not just running in the back of a lapper. I don't know. I had a couple clean ones at the beginning, but there towards the end, I don't think I looked too good. But just like I said, staying clean, not crashing, and it was a little scary, a couple of those laps, but was able to get the win, so I'm stoked.
Now, you guys have all kind of talked on the lapping situation. How tough is that to balance the pressure that you've got from the riders on the lead lap, and then also trying to predict where the lappers were going? Were you focused more on the lappers? Were you able to kind of figure out who was behind you and how close they were? What was it like trying to juggle all of that going on?
Yeah, it was scary. I mean, I've been a lapper a lot in my career in Supercross, so I get it. They're in a race too, but I had one stuff me about put me over the berm, so that slowed me up quite a bit. But I don't know. I think we need to make like a lapper lane or something, just to get it a little safer, because it is pretty dangerous when you got guys going all over the place, and I don't want to see anyone get hurt, you know, and people going out of the series will just be not as good to watch. So yeah, I think need a little improvement with that, but yeah, it was good.
Now, we've talked about knowing and believing that you can get a win, and then how it feels to get a win. What is this like, kind of have the monkey off the shoulder? Do you feel like this is a good boost of momentum headed into the next year that you can keep going?
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. I always believe I can win. It's just like dumb things kind of happen, but it's only my fault. I mean, that first one at Huntington, I was in the lead and then went down, but like I said, it was my fault, and I'm human. Shit happens, so just keep moving forward, and hopefully win this next one too.
Well, congratulations. You certainly deserve it here tonight. I'm going to turn things over for some listener questions.
First question's for you, Robbie. First main, first lap. What was going through your mind? You had something going on there. What was going through your mind when that happened?
Yeah, I just came out of the whoops. I was in a good position, and like I said, I missed my rear brake and ended up hitting, I think it was Mages, and we both went down, and someone else hit me from the back, hit my elbow pretty good, and it took me a second to get up, and when I got up, I was like, man, just put my head down. I don't know, we trained for this, and trained for anything that happens, so I just kind of try to treat it like a normal race, just get back up and race.
All right. Next question, another one for you, Robbie. Are 4 mains in and 4th winner, who, now that you finally got that win, oh man, I read the wrong one. All right, here we go again. You did it, the 4th winner here in 2026. Was this due to your confidence heading into the new year?
Yeah, I think getting a win for anyone helps the confidence. You know, it helps your head, and I think for me, like I've been so close to a win, and that kind of hurts the confidence a little bit. You know, when you're getting seconds and thirds and for so long, and you know you can. And I mean, again, all these guys are super fast, and everyone's riding really good right now. So I think, especially here, it's super start dependent. And I knew if I could hole shot, I had an opportunity to win, and that's why I just tried to do that second one. So yeah, super happy, and hopefully we can just keep doing it, keep moving forward.
Question for you, Brian. Solid night racing, kept the red plate. Did something happen in the second main around lap 10? Is that just the World Supercross schedule sinking in and got a little tired?
Little jet lag. No, not too. No, it's pretty good. We've actually flew in Monday, so we had a good week. But no, a lapper had actually stalled his motorcycle right after the finish line in the corner, and I clipped his rear wheel and went off, took my feet off, and yeah, pretty much just kind of Supermaned almost. So it was sad to see. It's where I kind of wish that blue flag would have kind of rubbed around a little bit more. We kind of worked around that. I know, like in Supercross, I am the lapper, right, for 15th place or whatever, so we're trying to move over as much as possible. But, yeah, just a lapper kind of got there. It was kind of crappy to see.
All right. Austin, all night on the mic, you've praised the new team you're on. Is this the missing ingredient for you? Because you look like a totally new racer this year.
Well, hopefully I didn't look too bad last year, but no, just the program's been good. We started riding in August, which last year I think I started riding the week before the first round, so that's always a plus. But yeah, just fitness and everything, comfort on the bike, everything's just better.
All right, last question I got for you, Austin. Early Christmas, you got a present. What's the next thing on your Christmas list?
I haven't done any Christmas shopping, so a little extra money is definitely going to help. And, yeah, probably doing that all week.
All right. Once again, congratulations to our AX Pro Top 3, Robbie Wageman, Ryan Bree, and Austin Politelli. You guys can clap for them as we're going to bring up our AX Lights podium and going to bring up our AX Lights winner, actually, Dane Morales, excuse me. So 2025 and 2026, we are bringing back the AX Lights class, and Dane Morales taking advantage of that. First of all, Dane, congratulations, grabbing that AX Lights win. Just kind of talk about your night, obviously racing in both the Lights class and the AX Pro class. You had a busy evening.
Yeah, thank you. It was definitely a busy night of racing, and I've gotten used to it. I've been racing Partsville Arenacross on the East Coast, and yeah, just really getting used to just being on the track a lot. And I love it. It's one night of racing here, and the more gate drops I can get, the more experience I can get, and going into SMX next and everything. So that was an awesome part of the night. Stoked on how it went.
Yeah, you've talked about doing some other racing, different series, and then you talked about the level that we have here at the FIM North American Arenacross Series. It really seemed like you were able to take advantage of both ends. That AX Lights class, you were able to show what you've learned. We even were talking before the press conference. Seems like you found a little bit more speed and just confidence on this Arenacross setup. And then you get to kind of dip your toe into the deep end. We've seen you in the AX Pro class before, but man, in that second main, you got a great start from the outside and really seemed like you were starting to feel comfortable battling up inside that top 5.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I was really stoked on that start. I had the 8th gate position, P8 in the first main, and that's the very outside gate. So I got a good start. Was actually 3rd into the whoops and ran 4th for a couple laps, and then was around 6th, and I just made my own mistake. But I'm learning from everything I do out here, and stoked to run some laps up front. So on the lead lap and just with these fast guys. So I'm stoked.
Now, we heard last year from riders like Vince Friese just talking about how good it feels to be able to grab a win, right? What it does for the confidence, just the overall atmosphere of the team. Would you agree with that now, jumping to that AX Lights class? It seems like you're a name that we've talked about before, but usually it's top 5s, maybe even a little bit further back. Now you're battling for podiums and grabbing wins in the AX Lights. Does that give you a little extra fire underneath to help keep you pushing forward and growing?
Oh, definitely. A win is always good confidence, no matter what class it's coming from. I was just happy to be able to put it all together, you know. Even I was definitely the fastest guy out there, and I believed in myself that I could win. Things happen. You know, things go wrong, and it's happened before. But I was happy to put it all together tonight in that class, and then definitely spiked my confidence going into the AX Pro class. And those two mains were definitely really good for me. The first one had to come from the back a little bit, and I was catching up, almost caught 7th. And then the second one was running up front. I actually started hitting the triple on line. I think I was one of the only 250s to do it today, and I started doing it mid-main event, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you actually took the next question right from me. I saw you jumping that through the rhythm section. Was that something that you were eyeing up all day long, or was it just kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision?
So, yeah, I'd been eyeing it up since the track walk, or before the track walk when I first looked at the track. I thought it was for sure like an easy line on a 250. I got out there and I was sort of second-guessing it a little bit, and I went with the safe route up until the main events, and then I realized that was my only weakness out there really. Then that was killing me, and running up front like that, I was like, I have to hit it, so I just did it.
Well, Dane, it was an impressive performance tonight. Congratulations on your AX Lights win.
Thank you so much. I want to thank ASV Inventions as well, my dad, my mom, everybody watching back home. Thank you so much. Squawk, Mika Metals, 7, everybody, thank you so much for this.
All right, that is going to wrap up the post-race press conference from round 2 of the AMA FIM North America Arenacross Championship presented by Kicker Performance Audio. We'll see you guys in 2026.